Jeanette?
All right, Holly, it's time now for today's Talk of the Town. And joining me this morning is Alexandria Police Chief Don Hayes. Good morning to you, Chief. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Janet.
So there's a lot we want to squeeze in here into the next 3 or 4 minutes. I want to start with a quote from you. You said, in Alexandria, we are in uncomfortable but not unprecedented terrain. And I want to get to some stats here so folks can get some context.
Sure.
This year, when it comes to Part 1 crimes, as you know, the more serious crimes, they're higher than the 20-year average, a few of them. We're talking about larceny, stolen vehicles, aggravated assaults. Some that are down are rapes and burglaries. So given that context, what do you mean by uncomfortable but not unprecedented?
Well, what I mean by uncomfortable is that any crime is too much crime. And people want to see and live in safe communities. And when those numbers start going up, they become uncomfortable to people. And so we want to make sure that we're addressing those particular issues that make people uncomfortable, but also getting them to understand they still live in a safe community.
What do you attribute those numbers to?
Well, I think it's a combination of two things. One is that we have some people who have what I call economic challenges, and so they're committing crimes. But then we also, sometimes there's opportunities. If we give someone an opportunity, they're going to take advantage of it.
Yeah. I know you all are, one of your strategies is to really focus on the hotspots where you're seeing an uptick in crime. Give us some examples of what you mean by focusing in on those hotspots.
Well, focusing on the hotspots means that, of course, you know, and everybody knows that right now, law enforcement agencies are being challenged with staffing. And so we have to take our staffing and make sure that we're using our resources in the places where we can have the most impact. And so those are the target areas. The data is showing that the crimes are happening in certain areas. So we take the resources that we have and make sure we're using them in those particular areas so that we can pretty much address the issues in the most efficient and effective way.
Yeah, as you alluded to, this is happening around the country. A lot of police departments are having issues with staffing. What are the numbers exactly at this point when it comes to police officers and how many you're down?
Well, right now, we're doing really well. We're only down 6 as far as our authorized strength. But that doesn't tell the whole story because we have officers who are out on injured, we have officers who are out on FMLA. And so sometimes you can be down only 6 from an authorized strength, but you don't have all of your resources to be able to hit the streets because, again, of injuries and things like that. So it still brings your numbers down. Let's
talk about violence being perpetrated by youth. We've seen in different parts of our region even where youth are behind a lot of these crimes, whether it's carjacking or something along those lines. Where does that stand in Alexandria?
We're right there probably with the average. We have a lot of youth violence. We have a lot of youth committing crimes. And so we're focusing in on that by also trying to reach them before they get involved in crimes. We're working with our school systems, we're working with the clergy, we're working with moms, dads, we're working with organizations that are there trying to reach our youth at a very early age to get them to understand that they don't want to go in that direction. And what we're finding out, though, too, is the longer we can keep them in schools, the better off they're going to be.
Do you worry about any spillover in crime from the district or from really any other region going into Alexandria?
I wouldn't call it spillover. I call it a regional issue. I think we all have the same perpetrators going because we're so transit, go from PG County to DC to Alexandria to Arlington to Fairfax County. I think we all have to realize that we have to work together because we're having the same players in the same areas committing the same crimes.
How would you rate the collaboration, we'll call it, between the regional parties and departments when it comes to that?
I think we do a very good job because we're always talking to each other. Our detectives are having monthly meetings with each other to find out who the players are. Again, the chiefs, we meet all the time and talk about strategies and how we're going to address these particular issues. And when they have something that's working, since we're pretty much good friends, we talk to each other and we kind of use some of the same strategies, so we'll make sure we're all on the same page.
Speaking of same strategies, we've seen this in other areas in our region, body-worn cameras. I believe you all implemented or deployed that in April. How is that going? Any stats on that?
Well, it's going great. We haven't fully implemented the body-worn cameras for all of our officers yet. We had a slow rollout. Because, again, that requires staffing also, but it's going great. The officers love it. It gives them a sense of confidence to know that when they're doing things, it's actually being captured. And so if somebody comes back and say they did something they didn't do, we have evidence to prove what they actually did or didn't do.
I do want to talk about Halloween. It's right around the corner.
Yes.
What are you all implementing to make sure everyone stays safe?
Well, we always put out the I call it suggestions, that people make sure they wear not restrictive clothing, so just in case they have to do something, they can do it, but also make sure you know where you're going in advance. Take well-lighted streets, know your path that you're going on, and also I encourage people to go to places that they've gone to before.
That they're familiar with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that they trust the people where they're going to be going and having a lot of fun.
All right, we got to wrap, but I do want to give you an opportunity. Anything else you want to pass along to citizens in Alexandria? That
they should know they have a fantastic police department, not because I'm the chief, it's because of the men and women who work there. And we have a great council and city managers working with us to make sure that we have the safest city we can have.
And I'm sure you would agree, as we put the information there on people's screen, communication with your local police department certainly helps to stay up to date on the latest information.
It does.
Chief, always good to have you in and always good chatting with you. Thanks for making the time.
Thanks, Janet.
All right, 7:35 is